What is up, guys? Dzeeff here. Welcome to the new Master Duel meta, or at least half of the new meta. So there was a brand new selection pack added into the game with the update today, and one of the new archetypes in that selection pack is Floowandereeze. This deck is fantastic, and in today's video I'm going to share with you my current deck list and also share with you some gameplay. Now, of course, the selection pack has all sorts of other good cards in there as well, like the Adventurer token cards, and Ruin Force is pretty good, and the Live Twin support is good. It's a really nice selection pack. It's a good change of pace from the previous selection pack, which did have some cool cards, but not nearly as many meta impactful cards as this one does. I will mention here before we go into the deck list that this particular list is not that good in the mirror match. If you are playing against a lot of mirror matches, I would definitely cut back on some of these copies of Max C and Dimension Shifter, but this is a pretty good starting point in terms of an all-purpose Floowandereeze deck. So for the deck list here, we have 1 copy of Veiler for Crossout, 3 copies of Robina, of course, 3 copies of Eaglin, 2 copies of Stry, 1 copy of Toucan. Next up, we have 3 copies of Max C, 3 copies of Ash, 1 copy of Barrier Statue, and 3 copies of D-Shifter, of course. For the Tribute Monsters, I'm playing 1 copy each of Apex Avian, Ryza, and M-Pen. For the spell cards here, we have 1 copy of Terraforming to go alongside 3 copies of the map, 3 copies of Pot of Duality, 3 copies of Pot of Prosperity. You need to see your starter cards in this deck. 1 copy of whatever this one is, Unexplored Winds. That card's pretty good, especially because you can search it with M-Pen pretty easily. 2 copies of Called By, 2 copies of Crossout, 1 Imperm, and finally 1 copy of Dreaming Town. The extra deck really doesn't matter here. I did not go into the extra deck a single time. I'll click through the cards here just in case you guys want to see them. I think the only thing that really matters is that you have a couple rank 1s to go into Zeus with, but realistically, because these cards restrict you so much, you probably aren't going to go into the extra deck. Anyway, that is the deck list. I think it's a pretty good starting point, but without further ado, let's get into the gameplay. I think this is a pretty good example of a Floowandereeze build if you were trying to just play it in general, but I know it seems like a lot of people are playing this deck on day 1, so this particular build might not be the right choice. Also, we do have the skyscraper background here, and what's cool about this, which I did not realize, you can see there's little cars driving around the entire time. That is very nice. Okay, our hand is kind of cracked, leads us to 1 hand trap, but what can you do? Activate effect, reveal Robina. Yeah, so in terms of the normal combo for this deck, it's not too hard to play. This is not that complicated of a deck, but I don't know a ton of the in-depth stuff once you get into the more grindy games. I'm kind of just praying that the M-Pen is enough. Oh, we are getting Veiler there. Interesting. That's fine. We still have our regular normal summon. But this is likely going to be one of the new meta decks in this game. In real life, I'm not the biggest fan of this strategy. I think it loses to a lot of side deck cards, but in a best of 1 situation, I mean, this deck is crazy, obviously, so really good deck in this format. We'll grab the M-Pen there. Yeah, this might look really stupid to anyone that's already played the deck, but luckily, if you just summon M-Pen enough, you probably will be able to win. But we'll add back the Robina, we'll add the other spell to our hand, we'll set this trap, we'll be all set up for next turn. Should be pretty strong. Now, it's just like with all of these Floowandereeze opening combos, you just gotta wonder, okay, is my opponent playing the mirror match? Because if so, I'm in a really bad spot. Do we put one of the Robinas back? Sure. Maybe we'll draw into, I don't know, something cracked. We don't need 2 of those, though. We'll keep that one. Okay, just what I needed, a second Ash Blossom. It's fun. Yeah, so there's cards in the deck right now, like D-Shifter and Max C. It looks like the OCG did play those cards, together. Oh, we do have a Rite of Aramesir. Sure, that's fine. But I think that in the mirrors, those cards are terrible, right? D-Shifter and Max C do nothing. But it's kind of awkward because in the other matchups, those cards are so powerful, truly, truly so powerful. Activate that. No Griffin for you. So depending on what they're playing, M-Pen plus potentially going into the Barrier Statue here could be pretty big. Yeah, we have Draco back. This will likely bounce the M-Pen, which is fine. Bounce the M-Pen. Not a big deal at all. Activate Fusion Destiny. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Well, unfortunately, we can't search the Barrier Statue and summon it before this Fusion Destiny resolves. Let's go activate not Fusion Destiny, Dreaming Town to normal summon the Robina. And then when things are resolving here, we'll go Rabina Chainlink 1, Eaglin Chainlink 2. Kind of depends on if they go for DPE, but we can sneak in an M-Pen summon off of the, whatever this card is called, Unexplored Winds, to tribute his monster, which should be pretty good. Like, if he doesn't DPE right here, I probably will do that. Okay. Because this just happens on resolution, right? Cards to add to our hand, probably just the one that banishes, so we can take out the Destiny Hero. Yeah, this is really powerful. I don't think he realized that on resolution I could just summon the M-Pen again. But it's pretty good when you do that, so... Man, this deck in a best of one is so silly. Man, this format is like kind of going back to the previous TCG format, or kind of like 2 formats ago almost, like before the Despia stuff released. We got Floowandereeze, we got Adventure stuff, we got Sword Souls. Sure, I'll keep summoning monsters. Okay, I think we've used Eaglin, and that's it. Okay, we might have used Rabina, I can't remember. Yeah, okay, apparently we used the Rabina. Oh, it's Sky Striker. Weird. They can't actually special summon anymore, so I don't really care too much about what they do. Did we really summon that Rabina? I can't actually remember, but apparently we did, because its effect didn't work. Let's banish the Celestial. And then no on that effect. Search Astrai. Oh, right. Why not banishing DPE? I already attributed it to summon the M-Pen, so it's not coming back anyway. Like, our opponent is basically lost right here. They can't go into the extra deck because they're locked because of the Fusion Destiny. They've already attempted the Fateful Search. They've already bounced a card. We have 8 cards to their 4. Yeah, pretty much GG right here. Now, with this deck, I don't really know how to close out games too much. But I do know how to sit on the Penguin, which is like half of the way to win here. Attack for 9, sure. See, this is what it's like against the Floowandereeze deck. Like, once they get going, it's basically impossible to win. Or you have to, like, break their board and then OTK. But at this stage in this game, it is really hard for our opponent to do anything ever. Okay, so like I said, no idea how to win here, but we'll just go activate this. Revealing this. Like I said, really don't know how to close out games, but we'll figure it out together. So we'll go activate Eaglin, activate Rabina. Okay, and then we can go for Ryza. Then I would like to normal summon. Normal summon Rabina. Activate Rabina. Activate Strix. There's Stry, not Strix. This isn't for Strix, this is Stry. With Rabina here, aren't we just trying to get like as many normal summons as possible so we can actually like win the game? I don't know, maybe not. How do Floowandereeze players close out games? The world may never know. Oh, I didn't have a card to add back. Yeah, that was the wrong one. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. So we'll tribute our Toucan and their Rose. Summon Ryza. So the first 2 targets are going to deck. We'll put Dasher back, we'll put the Fateful back, we'll activate Toucan to add that back. Seems pretty good, because 1 is the one that's immediately drawn, I think. I hope so. Okay. See, I feel like we have so many cards, but I just don't know what I'm doing. But we're just clicking buttons, it's okay. We'll put back this, because why not? We'll draw into another map, perfect, just what I wanted. Okay, let's go Battle Phase, attack with 27. See you later. Then we'll attack for 15, 21, 28. Yeah, a lot of damage here. And they should be drawing Dasher if I stack the deck correctly. So I guess that's a GG. Welcome to the new meta. You end on like 12 cards on turn 2. Pretty broken. Going first again. We're too strong, we're too strong. This deck seems really crazy. Oh, this person has like everything new. Nice. So how does the Dragon Maid change forms? Do you just click it? Doing some sweeping, doing some sweeping. Maybe it's like on their turn it's a dragon. I don't know. No idea how that works. Okay, Duality. You gotta hit a bird right here. Continue some battle phase. Oh, that's cute. Just like the actual card. Well, Prosperity will get there, I think. Maybe they have Shifter, actually. There are a lot of mirrors. Like, you don't know anymore. Like, I used to just say, oh, it's Max C. Oh, by the way, the extra deck doesn't matter in this deck at all. Like, you really don't need these cards ever. Eaglin, let's go. Thoughts on the new event? I mean, it's just gonna be like Floowandereeze, Dinosaur, and Adventurer. So I guess if that sounds fun. And Scoop. That's how you know it's a meta deck, if your opponent scoops when you play one card. Is this Triff? This guy's name is Pen Best Deck. Oh, you guys can't see that yet. Trust me, it's Pen Best Deck. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Maxi's gonna be useless right here. Like, if we didn't put any cards in the graveyard, we could, on his turn, Maxi D-Shifter, but we're giving up on the Duality, which might be the card that digs us to cross out. Maybe we don't need... I'm gonna see if I can do this without the Duality, because then we could Maxi D-Shifter. And Scoop again! Oh my gosh, people already hate this deck. I love it. I hate it too, by the way. I do not want to play against this deck at all. It's day one and people aren't willing to stay in against it. That's not a good sign. It's time to duel! What do we got? Okay. Pretty insane hand. Wait, did they make us go first? Well, I guess we just gotta do a regular combo and see what happens. Maybe I should have duality for the field spell. Yep, we are going to cross out that one. I think cross out is a good choice right now. I think a lot of people are playing this deck. I think a lot of people are playing hand traps that are good against this deck that I can also play one copy of, or I guess with Ash we're playing 3, but one Veil or one Imperman here just to cross out. I don't know, it's weird, like, how much do you prep for the mirror match, you know? So I guess we add Stry. Normal summon. Activate effect. Oh, we have a response to the Eaglin. Chose not to use it, but he did have a response. What could that be? Could be Maxi, I guess. Man, this resource loop is so stupid. I remember when this deck first got revealed like a long time ago in the OCG, people thought this was going to be like tier 0 status, like really, really good monarchs basically. And it is definitely like a really good deck, don't get me wrong. And it's going to be meta in this game, but when you have like side decks in the mix, this deck is not as threatening for what it's worth. But in best of ones, pretty dang good. You want to leave Robina in the banish zone? Okay, fair. Prosperity. Ryza. I think we want to grab Ryza then. We're looking to make a Ruin Force video? Yeah, if you have a list. I thought I might have to play like Grass, because isn't Monster Gate and Reasoning, aren't they both limited in this game? Okay, yeah. I think this is Numeron. If he activates the field spell, we can just go for the barrier statue right here. He's already Kaiju'd us. Danger Thunderbird. Oh, I guess I should have done that. Not Numeron Grand Maju, I guess. Finally, it happens to someone that's not me. Holy shit. Let's activate Dreaming Town, I guess. Yeah, normal Robina. We'll grab the barrier statue. Maybe they don't have Grand Maju. Yeah, I think instead of the Ryza, I should have realized I should have grabbed the field spell. Doesn't really matter though, because the barrier statue is stupid. Oh, this deck. This deck.